Hello everyone, great to see you again. In the last lesson, we learned the simple past tense. It refers to the actions happening and finishing in the past. For example, this year I am 28 years old, but last year I was 27. Today we'll learn how to pronounce the ed ending sounds of the verb in the past tense correctly. Let's begin. Let's begin by reviewing 5 rules to add ed to verbs in the past tense. Rule number 1. For the words ending in E, we just simply add the letter D after that. For example, loved or liked. Rule number 2. Regarding the words ending in a consonant followed by Y, we change Y to I and add ed after that. For example, married or hurried. Rule number 3. Regarding words ending in a vowel followed by Y, we simply add ed. For instance, played or stayed. Rule number 4. With one-syllable words ending in consonant, vowel consonant, except for X, we double the last letter and add ed. But remember, we never double final X. For instance, stopped or jogged. The last rule. With the other words, including the words ending in X, we simply add ed after that, like in wished or entered. Before we know how to pronounce the ed ending sound of the verb in the past tense, let's come to the concept of voiced and voiceless sound. But at first, we should know what happens when we talk. When we talk, the air comes out of the lungs, go through throat, and out of our mouth or nose. The air passes through our vocal cords. So when we say some sounds, our vocal cords vibrate. We call those sounds voiced. But when we say the other sounds, our vocal cords are not vibrating. The sound is like a whisper, and we call those sounds voiceless. Here's the list of the voice sound: b in be, d in did, g in go, v in very, d in the, z in zoo, j in television, j in just, m in me, n in no, in sing, l in lips, in red, w in we, and y in you. And of course, all the vowels are voiced. And here's the list of the voiceless sound: p in pink, t in top, k in cat, f in fish, in think, s in so, sh in shop, ch in cheap, and h in home. That sounds very difficult to remember, right? But here's a tip for you. If you touch your throat when you say a voiced sound, you can feel the vibration. But when you say the voiceless sound and you touch your throat, you cannot feel the vibration. And here's the main part of today. There are 3 ways to pronounce ed endings. Way number 1. If the last sound of the word is t or d, the ending is it. For example, wanted, needed, chatted, attended, repeated. Way number 2. If the last sound is any voiceless sound besides t, the ending is t. For example, missed, walked, laughed, reached, brushed, developed. Way number 3, the last way. If the last sound is any voiced sound besides d, the ending is d. For instance, planned, traveled, raised, played, repaired, rubbed. A lot of information, right? You still with me? Yeah, good. And now it's practice time. I'll show several sentences with the original verb, and I will pause a little bit for you to say the sentence out loud with the verb in the past tense. Then I'll read the sentence for you. Is that okay? Here we go. Want. I wanted a new car. Brush. He brushed his teeth. Need. They needed to do the homework. Play. She played in the garden. Well, that's all for today's lesson. Here's the homework for you. Record the four sentences in the past tense, then send them to me via my email. And in the next lesson, I'll give you my feedback when we meet in the class. Good luck and see you next time. Bye bye.